Okay, for this third part of the value scale assignment, we're going to start in Safari, and we need to pick an image that has distinct sections or layers that we can color and we can trace. So there's lots of things you can choose from. You could do fruit, you could do balloons, you could do tropical fish, you could do all kinds of things. But I actually kind of like this bird right here. So to save him, I'm going to click and hold, and then I'm going to choose Add to Photos. Now, if that doesn't work, the image might be copyrighted or something is preventing you from saving it directly. So go to that picture and you're going to take a screenshot of it. So press your home button and can you see over here at the side, your power button on the iPad up at the top right. Press those at the same time and it will make that camera noise, and then you can shrink down these anchors here at the corner, click done, and save it to photos. So that's two different ways you can get your picture. Okay, once that's done, we need to go into Sketchbook, and from here we're going to select this tool. It looks like a mountain with a plus symbol on it, and this will import an image into here. And you can see I've got some couple different options here, but I'm going to stick with my bird. Okay, this is really important. You need to transform the picture. You need to make it bigger now before you click this done button. Now I'm enlarging the size of the picture so it fits into my canvas here so I can work with it as big as possible. If I wait until after I click done and I try and blow it up, all I'm doing is zooming in on it. And that is going to make my picture really small and pixelated, and it's going to make the tools not work the way they should. If you do it now, then you're blowing the picture up and your canvas is still big and your tools are all going to work the way that they're supposed to. Okay. From here, I need to make a new layer, and I'm going to trace over the very defined sections of this bird. Now, sometimes your background is kind of dark and it makes it hard for you to see your pencil tool. So click on this layer and you'll get this whole dialog section, and you're just going to turn your opacity down. Okay? Now make sure you go back to your tracing layer, because if you trace on here, when you go to turn this layer off, it will turn your tracing off as well. So now I'm going to go and trace the different sections of my bird. Okay, once I have these sections traced out, I can turn off the bird layer I have behind there, and I have kind of this coloring book kind of image. Now I'm going to do a new layer on top of this, and I'm going to color in these sections. Each different section is going to have a different value, and you can pick a different color if you want to use a different color. Maybe we'll do this pink color. But once you've picked a color, you have to stick with this same color the whole time, because we're working on changing the value and not the shade or the hue or anything else. So one at a time, color in the sections you want, and make sure it's a different value every time. And remember, you have all the different ways to change the value. You have how hard or light you press on the screen. You have the value, you have the opacity of your brush. You can turn it up or down. And then you have how many times you go over the drawing. If you just continue to go over and over it, it will increase the saturation of the color. And you can also play with the angle of your brush. If you want to do tight little sections that are neat and tidy, you can angle your brush up high. And if you want to fill in big sections at a time, you can tip your pencil over to the side. So it works a lot like a regular pencil that way. Okay, once you have this all filled in, now turn off your tracing layer, and you might find that some of your edges are not as neat as you would like them to be. So you can go back and kind of fix those and clean them up. Make sure that each of your sections of value are different and distinct from one another. Okay, so when you've finished this, then you need to go, I'm going to turn it back to black just for this part, and you need to label your different sections what value you think they are. So this one I definitely did at 100. This I did 90. This is probably a 60. Is this an 80? Maybe I should lighten it up a little bit just to make sure it's an 80. All right. Okay, so this is the completed section of this assignment. So turn this in to the same assignment that you did your value scales, and that's all you need for that one. Thank you.